do when your photography business is painfully slow? Welcome to my photography business channel. My name is Rosh. This video is part of a series of 31 videos to support you, the photographer. And if you want to ask yourself some questions, especially when business is slow, I have a download in the description below. I recommend you check it out. It might be very helpful. The first thing I want you to understand is that you're not alone. We all go through the ups and downs and cycles of business, not just photography business, but business. Now, photographers seem to have big ups and downs in the cycles of their business. You know, one day you're so busy you don't know what to do, maybe for a week or a month, and then all of a sudden you hear crickets and nobody's calling or emailing. You're thinking, oh, nobody's ever gonna call me again. Trust me, we all go through it. I go through it. Every photographer goes through it. However, you just need to keep doing the right things to keep your business moving, including when you are busy. You need to keep marketing, keep getting the word out there the best you can, follow up with people. But when times are slow, this is a great opportunity to do some things that really push your business forward. And that's what we're talking about in this video, the things you can do to get the business flowing again. And there's one thing that photographers need to do. It's the thread that runs through all of the most successful photographers, and I'll share that in a moment. But first I want to talk about activity and persistence. First, persistence. Persistence is important. The only people who failed are the people who didn't persist, the people who quit. There's always some new opportunity developing down the road. When it's going to get there, I don't know, but that can depend on the number one thing, which is activity. The more active you are, the more opportunities that seem to come out of nowhere. So when your business is slow, start to think about the things that you can do to get the engine moving again. And it's not sitting in your office, your studio, or basement. You have to get out there. Have you ever noticed that when you see a photographer, you're kind of drawn to them, you're wondering what they're doing? Whether it's at an event or just on the street, you notice them. Now, you may think, well, that's because I'm a photographer, I'm wondering what they're doing. But believe me, everybody notices the photographer. And you've often seen situations where people are coming up to them asking for their business card. And maybe you did the same just to connect with another photographer. The key is to do the opposite of what many photographers and creators alike seem to gravitate to, which is doing nothing, staying home, sleeping in. The key is to actually get out there and be active. Get into circulation. And I gotta tell you, when I get into circulation, it's just funny how things start to happen. I start getting phone calls out of nowhere. I know it's kind of weird and strange, and I don't necessarily want to go down any strange roads, but I just got a report. That's what I see. And when I sit and do nothing and feel sorry for myself, I get more of the same. And when I get out there and shake hands, these happy coincidences seem to come around. So get out there. Look online on Facebook and meetup groups and see if there's someplace you can go to connect with other photographers. Or maybe there are people within your target market that are gathering, and you can go there with your camera and just start talking and having casual conversations and see if you can make some new connections. Based on my mentor's observations as well as my own through the years, there's a theme that runs through all of the most successful photographers. I would say most every single one follows this general rule. They photograph every day possible. They're always photographing, creating something new. When you have downtime, this is your time to photograph. But don't just photograph in studio or in your home or in your yard. Get out there, get into the community and show people that you are a photographer. You need to go to events. You need to be online and creating things within the social media that you can share on Facebook or Instagram. There are a lot of places where photographers can share nowadays, more than ever before. Get creating. The best thing you can do is get active, create, and get out into circulation. Talk to people. Don't stay home alone. That can get really depressing really quickly. Take a friend to lunch. Talk to other photographers. Get involved in photography organizations, such as the American Society of Media Photographers or PPA. There are a number of them. Maybe there's a camera club that may be right for you. A lot of camera clubs have a lot of amateur photographers, but maybe there's one with a few pros that can trade tips and tricks and strategies. There are many different places you can look online, such as Facebook and meetup.com, that host events that could really be right up your alley as a photographer. The bottom line is, the best thing a creator can do when business is slow is to create. I'll see you in the next video.